Social media, noun. Forms of electronic communication through which users create online communities to share information, ideas, personal messages, and other content. Social media addiction. The obsessive use and focus on social media websites, apps, even though the use causes negative consequences such as relationship issues, anxiety, and lowered self-esteem. Social media addiction might sound like a harmless thing, but in the long run, it can destroy relationships and mental health. We joke about doom scrolling, but in all seriousness, it can be damaging. Doom scrolling can be defined as spending too much time reading or watching negative news online, and can also refer to consuming short-term videos like TikToks for long periods of time. Doom scrolling can have harmful effects on mental health, including increased anxiety, stress, depression, low sense of well-being, and disrupted sleep patterns. This starts to flood into your everyday life, and feelings of fear and distress will leave you feeling hopeless. Doom scrolling can also worsen already existing mental health, leading to more problems down the road. During the COVID-19 pandemic, many people became completely addicted to their phones and social media. Not only because of the negative factors of doom scrolling negative news, but because there was a connection and community available. People became completely consumed by social media for any form of attention and interaction. The craving for likes, comments, and notifications is a real thing and can be addicting for people as well. There's a boost of serotonin and dopamine that comes from interaction on social media. Someone liking and interacting with your post that you rarely talk to in real life is, well, fun and exciting. It makes you write up some imaginary situation in your brain of you and this person hanging out in real life. But you know that could never be achievable or realistic. So you just stick to the Instagram post likes for meaningful connection. Social media can be fun to the imagination in good and bad ways. Once you become obsessed with something or someone, it is hard to get over it. You start to base your life, views, opinions, and routines on some influencer online, which is impossible and not sustainable. The obsession becomes sickening, and the media takes over every aspect of your life. Your nerves and outbreaks are dependent on the amount of screen time for that day, and you become a shell of a person with no unique personality, just a body glued to a screen. Okay, that's enough dread for now. Time for my life and my story. Growing up, I was exposed to social media at a very young age, and I remember making my first Instagram account in 4th grade. Growing up with social media and watching it grow into what it has become now is wild, to say the least. Instagram used to be a place where hipster indie artists or just regular people would post cool or interesting photos online to share with the world. Nowadays, people become obsessive with the amount of likes and comments, as can I. I think we all enjoy watching our like count go up a bit on Instagram. It makes us feel cool and liked, while most of us wouldn't admit to the self-enjoyment. I think it is true for the majority. My addiction is definitely to doom scrolling of TikTok. I could probably scroll all day if I had no responsibilities. During breaks, when I have no school or work, I found myself going to TikTok for entertainment rather than movies or a TV show. It disgusts me to think about it, but I can't stop in the moment. It is an addiction, and it keeps me from my priorities at times. I've become a procrastinator in my final year of college, and TikTok has definitely not helped that. I will scroll, and then calculate how much time an assignment might take me, and then rush to complete it just because I wanted to use my time scrolling. Lastly, let's talk about the TikTok ban. It left users shocked and unable to cope at times. I personally never thought the TikTok ban would go into full effect until it did. I opened up my phone on January 15th, 2025 to find a screen that said, "A law banning TikTok has been enacted in the US. Unfortunately, that means you can't use TikTok for now." Then they say they are working with President Trump to reinstate the app. Wasn't Trump the first one to put up the concerns about the app? Wasn't he the pushing force to get the app banned? Well, whatever, that's a whole other video. I am so addicted to TikTok that I kept opening the app for some sort of response, only to keep getting the same message. I don't know why I would keep trying when the app was banned, but something about the short videos and algorithm kept myself and all users begging for more. I crave the endless scroll that comes with TikTok and the personalized messages from my For You page that is very TikTok coded. TikTok is a very addicting app for me, and when I couldn't get my fix, I legit had withdrawal symptoms like irritability and anxiety. I kept going back and closing out the app for more and opening the app like I did 3 or 4 more times until I knew I wasn't going to get back in. To end, I think that a majority of people my age, especially Gen Z, have some sort of an attachment to social media. Whether that be for entertainment, interaction, or likes, we go to it for something. It is the way we use it and or abuse it that makes us attached to it. For myself, that just means I need to reduce my TikTok use. What about you?